Something ever catch your eye online and you would love to have that thing, but maybe not at that price point? Well, today I'm going to show you a few hacks to getting exactly what you'd like to get secondhand, just using some strategic keywords and going to a few strategic websites. And I'm going to use one particular dress that recently caught my eye to kind of give you an example of how you could find what you're looking for at your price point. So let's get into it. This dress recently caught my eye. I think I saw an ad for it on Facebook and I thought it was the most beautiful sundress that I'd ever seen. It's from this brand Faherty, which I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I've seen it before and they seem to do like a certain kind of really cool American sort of classic sportswear, and the quality seems to be high and their prices are pretty high too. But I love the way that these patterns come together here. It reminds me of the south of France with the block printing, and this particular dress was made in India and it's 100% linen, and it retails for $298. So I did what I always do when things catch my eye online that are a little bit out of, or very much out of my price point, my range of what I'm comfortable paying for clothes. I immediately start looking for, could I get the same thing somehow for cheaper? And I was doing this yesterday and just Googling things to death. And I thought, oh, I should make a video for my channel because this is like second nature to me, but maybe this would help some of you find what you're looking for online. So I thought I'd give you some quick tips and hacks for finding something like this. So the first thing is, you can see I went here to Google and I Googled Faherty Gracie, that's the name of the dress, dupes. And right away there's this list or this like carousel of sponsored images that comes up, and they're actually really pretty good. There's a lot of things that are very similar from all kinds of brands, J. Crew, Land's End, Shine, that are really similar, Walmart, Amazon, that give a really similar look for a much lower price. So I had fun looking through this carousel of images that Google sent me. And then I looked at a couple of them in more depth. Now, a lot of them are kind of at the same price point, and then the ones that are a lower price point, like there's one from Walmart that's really pretty and it was a really, really low price. I think it was like $10 or something. Here it is. See, it's so pretty. Now $10.55. Cannot argue with that price. However, it is made from 100% polyester, which I'm not sure how comfortable that would be in the heat of the summer, which is kind of, I'm planning my summer wardrobe. I feel like in Kentucky, summer is its own separate season. Spring, summer is really no good. Once summer's here, you just want the lightest clothing possible. It's so hot and humid where I live. So I'm not sure that polyester is going to do the job, which brings me to secondhand shopping. I love secondhand shopping. Of course, I love the sustainability of it. I love the idea that we're giving these clothes a second chance at life. Oh, here it is from Walmart, another colorway. It's really a pretty one. And I will link all these below, by the way. But the main reason I shop secondhand is because I can get the kind of quality that I'm looking for at a much lower price point, at a price point that I can afford. So with that in mind, I went to eBay and I Googled Faherty Gracie dress, and they did have some for sale, probably from past seasons. So the print is a little different, and the sizes were like, you have to be careful. It's not going to be your size automatically. A lot of things on eBay were size small, but they did have it, and it was about a third of the price as the new one. But still, even at a third of the price, yeah. Poshmark also had quite a few. They had it in this beautiful blue colorway, and the great thing about Poshmark is that you can kind of haggle with people sometimes and get a little bit cheaper. They didn't have the exact pattern that had caught my eye, but they did have this This red and pink one seems to be from maybe last season. And then this blue one, which they're not selling either one of these on the Faherty website anymore, but the cut is the same. So that's a possibility. You could go on Poshmark. And I think the lowest price one I found in my size was like at $84 as opposed to $298. And I do like the blue colorway. I'm really actually not much, I don't tend to wear a lot of red and pink. So it was kind of cool to see that it also came in blue, and it's really gorgeous, and that same beautiful linen made in India. Another place to look is ThredUp. So I went over to ThredUp and I looked for Faherty Gracie, but I did not have much luck over there just searching for the brand name. I just got this one little bikini top there. So then I went over to Goodwill Finds and I searched for Faherty Gracie, and here is where I really struck pay dirt, because they had this dress in the blue colorway and it was marked down to like $59, and then they were offering a $15 coupon for new shoppers, so it would have brought the price for me down to like $44 for this new with tags blue patterned maxi dress, size large, which I think is the size that I would need, because when I was reading on their Faherty's website, people were saying that this dress runs small. So that's another tip. If you're looking for a dupe or you're looking for the same thing used, make sure you have a good idea of what size you're going to need, and reading the reviews is a good way to try to figure that out. Now, I did go back over to ThredUp on my phone, which is where I do most of my ThredUp shopping, because I knew that they would have lots of gorgeous sundresses, just, without searching for that particular brand name. So I went over there and I searched for casual dresses in long or calf length, and I limited the search to 100% cotton, 100% linen, and cotton blends and linen blends, and I got hundreds instead of thousands of items, but that was still kind of too much, and I realized that putting cotton blend and linen blend were giving me kind of things that not as sundressy, so I took those off and just looked for 100% cotton, 100% linen, and there were actually a lot of interesting options. Nothing really exactly like the Faherty Gracie dress that I had fallen in love with to start, but a lot of cool looking sundresses. So I saved some of those I hearted them in my saved collection. And once I'll kind of just, once I get a search query going that seems to kind of understand. So I had this as casual and long and just cotton and linen, and once I went through that, found what I liked, just really quickly hearted everything, and then I'll go back and I'll look at my saved items and look at everything kind of in more closely, in more detail. I thought this one was pretty cool because it had little palm trees all over it, so I decided to take a closer look. But it would end up sort of looking like a swimsuit cover-up or something, so not exactly the shape I was looking for, but it's fun to look, and I love how ThredUp shows you the measurements. That makes it pretty easy to buy something if you know your measurements. Finally, I just went back to Google on my phone and Googled Faherty dress dupe again, and interestingly, in between my laptop and mobile, I got a few different results in that top carousel of images, and they were like this one here at Amazon. That's really pretty. That was kind of like what more I had in mind. And something, yeah, actually they pulled a lot from Amazon when I was doing it on mobile, and there were some things that looked pretty cool. Also, Quince had some cool things as well. So that's just to give you, so there's some hacks for getting exactly what you want from secondhand online shopping. Start with something that caught your eye that you just feel like you couldn't live without, like I'm sort of feeling about that Faherty Gracie dress right now, and then use some keywords like the brand name and the word dupe to see what you can find just on the open Google, and then definitely also check out, I would highly recommend Poshmark, ThreadUp, eBay, and a couple I didn't use this time, but I also have luck with from time to time Vinted and Depop, but I'm less familiar with those. But definitely, oh, and definitely Goodwill finds. Sometimes they will really surprise you. This time they were the ones. They had the right dress at the lowest price with that coupon and in my size to boot. I really enjoy looking at all the secondhand stuff there is available online, and I hope that this video gave you some ideas for how you could find exactly what it is that you are looking for secondhand. I know sometimes it can feel really overwhelming, but once you get into it as kind of a hobby, I think it's so much fun to use keywords and drill down and find what you're looking for, and certainly much less exhausting than walking places and shopping at the mall like we used to back in the good old days. So leave me some comments below. Let me know if this helped you. Let me know if you have any other great, awesome tips for finding exactly what you'd like in the secondhand marketplaces. And I will see you again next week. Take care. Bye for now.